Hello and welcome to Lisa Ann Can. I'm Lisa Ann. Today I am going to make blueberry muffins using my Amish Friendship Bread Starter. I did a video, was it close to Christmas? I can't remember. I'll post the link in the description box below when I made my Amish Friendship Bread, and I talked about how I had thirded the recipe so you wouldn't have so much. So I'm done making Amish Friendship Bread, but I wanted to keep the starter going. We tried it for pancakes a couple of times and it was just a little too sweet, not quite right. But then we tried it for blueberry muffins and that worked wonderfully. So I've been making blueberry muffins with the starter every week. So I'm going to show you how I do that. First of all, I've got my muffin tins with the papers lined in there to make cleanup really easy. So this makes 24. And I'm going to preheat the oven to 325. I'm going to move the camera over to my mixer bowl and show you how I make these. So first of all, regarding the recipe, I wanted to mention that I did some search on the internet to try to find different recipes for using the Amish Friendship Bread Starter. And this blueberry muffin recipe I got from a website called 12, that's the number 12, tomatoes.com. So I wanted to give credit where credit is due. Of course, I did do a little tweaking and I've been experimenting with it for the last month or so, and I feel like we've gotten it just right where we really love it. Well, not me because I'm dieting, but the children and the hubby really love it. So let me just read you the ingredients. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And that's the dry ingredients, which I have already mixed together here. And then for the wet ingredients, which I will put in here, it's 1 cup of the starter, 1 cup of oil, I use sunflower, 1/2 cup of milk, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 cup sugar, 1 heaping cup of fresh blueberries, which I have here, and then 1/2 cup of the wild frozen blueberries. Now the wild blueberries are higher in nutrition and antioxidants than the domestic blueberries, so I want to add those into my recipes as much as possible. All right, I already mentioned oven 325 and yield is 24 cupcakes. All right, so let's get started. I'm measuring my 1 cup of starter. Time to write sunflower oil on the list. So in goes the cup of oil. And by the way, if you can't get raw milk, Maple Hill is really good, 100% grass-fed. All right, 3 eggs. And I'm going to crack my eggs in here just to keep from shells getting in the muffins and just to make sure my eggs are good. I've heard horror stories about cracking an egg into your batter and the egg was bad and ruins the whole thing. I've never had that happen to me. So in goes the eggs. Next is 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. I like to use the real, not the imitation. 1/2 cup sugar. At this point, I'm going to turn the mixer on and let this get mixed up really well. So I had whisked my dry ingredients, my 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to gradually add the dry ingredients into the wet. So now that it's all well mixed, I'm going to turn it back on low and add in the fresh blueberries and the frozen. All right, I'm giving it a final stir, and I want to mention when I went to go in the freezer to get my wild blueberries, they were gone. Somebody ate them. So one of the things about when you add the wild blueberries, it turns the batter very purple, which is really neat. So I had some blueberries that we picked this summer from a farm, so I added those in instead. So now I'm going to just take a 1/4 cup measuring cup and put about a 1/4 cup of batter in each cup. I think my last 2 muffins are not going to have any blueberries in them. I've got just a little bit of batter left. I'm going to divide it equally among the cupcakes. Because these are made with starter, they're a little bit more special than just ordinary blueberries. Perhaps a little bit better for you because they're fermented sourdough. So they make a nice dish to take to some special event. I sometimes take them for our church breakfast. I'll take these as a sweet and then make deviled eggs to take as a savory, and it makes a really nice brunch type breakfast food. All right, so there they are, ready to go in the oven. The oven is preheated. So my instructions say bake for 30 minutes. I think it usually takes longer than that. Not sure why. I guess because the big frozen blueberries in there. But while they're baking for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to go do my 30-minute fitness walk exercise program. And afterward, it'll be snack time, coffee time. The children can have muffins, and I'm going to have dark chocolate and my almond shortbread cookie that I did a video on just last week. If you are interested in those, be sure to check it out. I'll be back in 30 minutes, and through the magic of editing, just a second for you. Alrighty. Okay, took about 35 minutes, but they look great. Let me give you a close-up shot. They smell so good. And nobody's going to wait for them to cool. There's going to be some little people come in here and devour some of these. Hey, children. Jane, Serenity, Storm, Gus, anybody want to come do a free tasting? I'm going to go ahead and dump this one. Oh, they're hot. Hot, hot, hot. They've not had time to cool. Look, those two didn't have any blueberries in them. That's okay. They don't have any blueberries in them? They don't, because, you know, I finished it and it was just batter left. You want to take a taste? Yeah. You want some butter on it, or are you just going to eat it plain? It's hot. Can they see you? Come over here. I am going to have 78% dark chocolate and my almond shortbread cookies that I made last week while the children enjoy these delicious. So did they turn out as good as last time? Yep. So I've been doing some experimenting with different kinds of flour, and so I've got it down to where everybody likes it now. So the recipe will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll give these a try. And by the way, if you need the recipe for the Amish Friendship Bread Starter in a reduced form so you don't have so much, that's going to be in my Amish Friendship Bread video, and I will also link it in the description box below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.